What is going on, everyone, and welcome to the NewsRealm. And today we have a really exciting one, especially for horror fans like myself, and that is Halloween, the game. Oh yeah, that's right. Now, we knew this was coming because when this game released, or well, when this game was announced, the Retro Realms double feature Halloween Evil Dead, they did say a standalone Halloween game was also coming that John Carpenter was heavily involved in, which was quite intriguing. Of course, we would come to find out that it was being developed by those that made Friday the 13th and Ghostbusters and all that good stuff. And so you kind of knew what you were getting into. However, you didn't know everything because we've learned that in this Halloween game that we are getting in 2026, unfortunately, I wish it was 2025. I don't want to wait a whole nother year, but you know this is going to end up being released around the Halloween season next year. And that is a single-player mode, a real true single-player mode, not just offline bots. We are going to be getting an actual story mode for single-player where you play through the game as Michael Myers. You are playing as Michael Myers. You're not running from Michael Myers, although I think it would be interesting if you had that option. But as far as we know now, you are playing as Michael Myers, but there's artifacts and collectibles and other things along the way for you to find and collect and get, and whatever the case may be, throughout this story mode. And if you don't find them all, you can go back and go through again and find it's something there that actually adds replayability offline, which is really something that I feel like is super important that they just have ignored for far too long. Yeah, they kind of answered that a little bit with Friday the 13th when they did the offline bots, but really that's cool and all. You're playing offline bots, but there's nothing really there other than practicing being Jason so they can go online, right? They kind of did some more with Ghostbusters, obviously, but here we're getting like a true fleshed out story mode that I'm very interested to dig into. Now, BloodyDisgusting.com is where I've seen a little bit more details on this single player mode, and I pretty much laid them all out for you there. But they have said, the makers of the game have said that they've heard everybody over the years saying the things they say and wanting the things they want, and that all of that kind of went into when they're making this game, Halloween. And so that makes me very excited for it and very interested to see how much they actually did. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying it has to be some super deep, crazy hours-long story mode. A few hours, couple hours, something to dig into, fun to go and do offline, because let's face it, in some places people have shitty internet, and sometimes the internet goes down, or sometimes servers go down. You're like, God damn it, I want to play this game. And so you can't, because all you can do is just sit there. And if you can't play it online with multiplayer, you can't play it at all. And that's just a straight up bummer. And let's face it, with games like that, they kind of die after a while, right? After a while, a few years or something like that, it really dies off because there's just nothing else to do except play multiplayer online, do all this stuff. It's not like GTA where they can just keep pumping content into it and expanding and expanding and expanding. Although they could. They kind of did with Friday the 13th with the new Jasons and the different locations. They tried, and that was admirable that they tried, and it just sucks ass that the damn Friday the 13th is so caught up in a bunch of screwy legal stuff that the game just isn't going to go on. Now, apparently, we're getting a new Friday the 13th game. Maybe that will rectify all that. I don't know. Because I know that Horror Inc. and Victor Miller and all them, they kind of have a working relationship now, which is how we're getting this Jason universe stuff we've been seeing. So maybe something can happen now. I have no idea. It's just a bummer that old game has died off. And I know they had to have had more plans for it, but oh well, I guess, what are you going to do? But with Halloween, you could expand it. You could expand it with the many different Michael Myers. You could expand it with many different locations. Imagine, we have the 1978 streets of Haddonfield and all the houses, like the Doyle house and all that, Myers house, all that stuff, right? But imagine if we had the hospital from Halloween 2, right? Or the like the school from Halloween 4, like that whole area, right? There's areas that you can flesh out, and then how about the place where the hermit lives in Halloween 5, or go back to the hospital in Halloween, or the sanitarium actually in Halloween 6, and other things you can flesh out and do. There's things you can do. But the most intriguing thing is the story mode, so I'm very much looking forward to that. And I am a super mega crazy Halloween fan, so I just absolutely cannot wait for this. It's going to be awesome. I really don't care. You know it's going to be buggy as shit when it comes out, even though it's going to be another year before it comes out. It's just the way it goes with these games today, guys. There's going to be bugs galore, updates on day one, so forth and so on. Whatever, I don't care. Just give me my damn Halloween game. Very much looking forward to this. And if you didn't know, I'm a big-time horror fan, and I do have a horror channel over at RIDDICT'S. I will leave a link down in the description below if you like horror stuff. Be sure and come over there and check that out as well. And, of course, if you're here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified when I upload more videos. And with that said, I will catch you all down the road.